Hey everybody, good morning. Glad to see you on this Friday here live at Lumen Field. I'm Jake Wittenberg, ahead of just an exciting weekend for the city of Seattle. We're about to see a tournament we've never seen before. It's called the Club World Cup, and the Seattle Sounders get a piece of the action. So here is how the Club World Cup is going to work here. Seattle is one of 11 host cities in the United States, hosting matches over the next month. 6 games are happening here in Seattle. We're hosting club teams from Paris, Brazil, Japan, Argentina, Spain, and Italy. But first up on Sunday, your Seattle Sounders are taking on Botafogo. It's a club from Brazil. That's at 7 o'clock here at Lumen Field. Botafogo, known as the lovable losers in South America. Of course, they're hoping to go to the big championship on next week. Next month, I should say, at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. So this year's tournament is different than anything I mentioned that we've seen in the past. If you're a loyal fan of soccer or a new fan, here's how it works. The Club World Cup begins with 32 teams from around the world. More than a third are from Europe. The rest are from the Americas, Asia, Africa, Oceania, and the Caribbean. So what makes this tournament different from the World Cup next year? Well, in the World Cup, players represent their home countries, while in the Club World Cup, the players stay with a team they've played with through the entire year. The 32 teams are then broken down into 8 groups. Each team will play 3 matches in the group stage at 12 different stadiums across the country. Only the top 2 teams from each group advance. At the end of June, that's when the knockout stage begins, with the group of 16. The final game is played on July 13th at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. This tournament happens every 4 years, just like the World Cup. It's going to be difficult for the Sounders, though. They are playing not only European champions, but the South American Cup champions as well, Botafogo. So the Sounders have a difficult draw, but we're, of course, rooting for them this weekend. For Seattle to host this tournament, by the way, FIFA had to completely rework the field, the turf here, you guys. For only the second time in Lumen Field history, there's real grass here behind me. Take a look at this video of them installing this specifically for the Club Cup this weekend. FIFA has some of the highest surface standards in the world. They require real grass for their matches, so that's why they lay a synthetic sort of mat down and then real sod on top of that. It took a few days, of course, to complete. After every game, the field is watered. They have a mow team that specifically comes out and mows it by hand. And then for next year, when the full World Cup is played here at Lumen Field, FIFA is going even bigger.
We'll be building a different system, so it won't be the same as this. It will be a full profile with in-ground irrigation, et cetera, and things like that. But it will be natural grass that is synthetic reinforced.
And next year, also adding an irrigation system, so they are going all out. Lumen Field, by the way, is going to be rebranded Seattle Stadium during the games to meet FIFA rules as well. After the World Cup, by the way, for you Seahawks fans, they do go back to artificial turf for the Hawks season, but then they reinstall the grass for the World Cup. Now, the atmosphere, of course, going to be electric here to see the world descending on Seattle for the club games, and there are plenty of tickets available if you're looking for something to do this Sunday and for the next 2 games for the Sounders. We've been keeping an eye on ticket prices at Ticketmaster. We found seats as low as $30 for the games. Most Sounders games are about $55, so kind of a deal for you. If you want to see Urwana Red Diamonds, that's the team from Japan. Those tickets are selling fast. But the most expensive so far is when the Sounders take on Paris Saint-Germain, the current French Cup champions. They play on the 23rd against the Sounders. Those tickets are about $120. Of course, ticket prices could change. So again, guys, back in the studio, it is a tough draw for the Sounders. Sounders coming off a tough loss against Vancouver. How will they rebound? We'll have to see as we watch the club games take on first ever here on Sunday. Back to you.
Wow, exciting.
All right, I know, very exciting. Thanks so much, Jake. And yes, that grass behind you just looks fabulous, doesn't it? How interesting that they had to redo the whole thing, right? Very, very cool.
Yeah, I wonder how firmly, you know, because when you put down sod, it usually takes it a while to really root and be firmly attached. They must have some methodology to firm it up right from the very beginning.
Yeah. They're working on it, that's for sure. They're keeping a close eye. Okay, thanks so much, Jake. We're going to check back in with you in just a bit.